and East Butler. Now, these two teams are not too far separated geographically, and they're also familiar with one another. This will be the third time that these two teams have clashed, and you look at East Butler's record, nearly perfect, but one blemish. That loss to McCool Junction back in the Crossroad Championship when these two teams met. That was a game, talking to head coach Matt Novak, where East Butler, they did not shoot well. 2 from 24 from three-point line. And as for McCool Junction, they lit it up. They shot nearly 50%. Talking to both coaches, they felt that was the difference. Now, after that loss to McCool Junction in the Crossroad Tournament Championship, just 4 days later, these teams met again. East Butler shot better, adjusted some things defensively, and they took down McCool Junction. Talking to these teams and both coaches historically about the context, neither are used to playing at state. McCool Junction, though, here for the first time in back-to-back years since the 1920s, and every single one of those players that were in last year's state tournament are on the team again this year. So talking to head coach Jabe Wirtz, he feels like that experience is going to allow McCool Junction to play loose, and they're going to let it fly and shoot from the three-point line. He says if the shots fall, it's our night. If they don't, that's just the way the ball bounces. As for East Butler, first time they've made it to state in 20-plus years, the third ever as a program, and so they don't have that experience from last year to rely on. But what did they have to rely on? The experience of their family members. 9 fathers and or uncles were on the last East Butler team to play in state, related to players on this current East Butler team. They came to practice this week, offered words of encouragement to this current squad, shared their experience from 20-plus years ago when they were in this similar position, and they let these players know that they have nothing to worry about, nothing to lose, and that the entire community is behind them. We're looking forward to a great one. It's the rubber match between McCool Junction and East Butler to round out the D1 quarterfinals here on Thursday night. Stay with us. Starting lineups and tip-off coming up next on News Channel Nebraska.
Ashoff Construction of Osmond does it all when it comes to general contracting. From agricultural storage buildings to commercial office buildings, retail warehouses to concrete contracting. The AGI Sentinel buildings help safeguard crops and valuable assets, and Ashoff's professional builders handle the job from the design through the completion of the build. For a free estimate, contact Dylan Price, Scott Pullman, or Brandon Ruki. Call 402-748-3551 today. Visit AshoffConstruction.com for more information.
It's the Declaration of Deal sales event. Head to William Crowder Company in O'Neill, your trusted Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership with the selection you want and the service you deserve. From powerful new Ram trucks to adventurous Jeeps and family-ready SUVs. William Crowder Company is also your local marine center, featuring Lund boats built for fishing, fun, and making memories on the water, with several options for the serious fisherman or woman. William Crowder Company in O'Neill. Drive it, tow it, boat it, and love it.
Just about set for our final quarterfinal game of the night. McCool Junction and East Butler. Let's take a look at our school spotlight. Brainerd, Nebraska, the home of East Butler. The Tigers, they've been to state twice previously. The last appearance in 2001. Still looking for their first state title. You'll hear the name Fensel a couple times tonight. John Fensel, the father of those two Fensels, the last East Butler player to score a basket in the state tournament. McCool Junction been here 12 times. They won a championship in Class D1 in 1985. They were here last year. Yeah. Looking to get a little further and bring home another title. Located in York County are the Mustangs.
Not the deepest roster, but they are senior-led, a number of seniors and a couple of juniors up and down that roster, and they're going to lean on that experience they gained from a year ago, as Brandon Axman mentioned during the pregame.
Let's take a look at that map. We saw it earlier. Kind of concentrated in that area. You look at East Butler and Meade and Howells Dodge, Lutheran, High Northeast, Fullerton. McCool Junction really just kind of in that little pocket there. Meanwhile, Elm Creek and North Platte St. Pat's a little farther trip than the rest of them.
Yeah, just hop on I-80 and head east, right? And the rest of the schools, I mean, save for Norfolk, Northeast, just kind of all there on the outskirts of the Lincoln, Omaha metro areas.
This should be a fun one tonight, Andy Class. I'm looking forward to watching both of these two teams. It is kind of interesting to kind of gauge how much does that experience of the previous year matter. Now, East Butler, they had never won a postseason game of any type until last year, really started to gather some momentum heading into this season.
You know, at mid-season, they were able to grind away a victory over a very talented Meade team that we saw earlier, 57-56. Then just a couple weeks ago, we're able to edge out the Raiders again, 32-29. So they have been battle-tested against the highest levels of competition. They got to feel good about that, even though they lack the experience on this stage here at the state tournament.
East Butler has played 4 games against state tournament teams. You mentioned them all. 2 against Meade, 2 against McCool Junction. And they came really close to potentially being able to draw Meade in the semifinals again. Meade had a 14-point lead against Lutheran High Northeast that did not end up equaling a victory.
Anything can happen at the state tournament, as we're kind of alluding to there.
Talking of this East Butler team, Owen Obink went viral just at the start of the season. He shattered a backboard during a preseason jamboree game, and head coach Matt Novak told the Columbus Telegram after their district final win that he thought that would be a bad omen for their season. It does not appear as though it has been.
No, if anything, that's kind of like kicking it off on the right way. Remember when Shaquille O'Neal back in the 90s was doing that every other game, it seemed like?
You know, East Butler, the champions of Butler County. They beat David City, Aquinas Catholic, and Shelby Rising City. But let's take a look at McCool Junction. We mentioned coming from York County. Their starting lineup, Colby Yates, a 5'8" sophomore guard, averaging 10 points per game. Carson McDonald, we talked about him, averaging 18 points and 5.2 assists per game. He is second in D1 in assists. He had 9 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists in the district finals, but he filled it up with 31 against Twin River. Jackson McDonald, a 5'8" sophomore. Dylan Gunnerman, a 6-foot senior, and Jamison Weiss, a 5'10" sophomore. Now, for East Butler, I will go ahead and say one of the more challenging teams when it comes to pronunciations. We'll do our best here. The junior, we mentioned him before, Grant Kozischek, averaging 14.4 points per game and 5.9 rebounds per game. The aforementioned Owen Obink, a 6'4" junior, 12 points and 6.3 rebounds. Alan Wackel, a 6'3" senior. Drew Wackel did not play in the district final. They were waiting to see on his availability. He's averaging 14 points and 5.8 rebounds per game. And Elliot Boats, a 6'4" senior. They have length on that East Butler roster.
They got length and they got a lot of size too. Elliot Boats, the 6'4" senior, has that wide frame, quite the presence down in the painted area.
This should be a fun one. You know, you look at McCool Junction, they do have a lot of experience, but still pretty young. They've got their 3 sophomores that they call the 3 amigos. Inseparable and hard workers. Gym rats, say head coach Jay Wirtz.
Well, that's what it takes. Kids that you got to kind of run out of the gym that just love to take each and every moment and work on their game, hone in on their skills. Good to see those guys, those young guys, getting paid off with a trip to the state tournament after that hard work.
Tigers control the tip. Out for a 3-pointer. Left short by Boats. Rebound hauled in by the Mustangs. Nice pass inside, and laying it in for 2 is Dylan Gonnerman.
Had to get that ball to the top of the key to get inside that 2-3 zone. Then a beautiful bounce pass, Pat. You know I'm a sucker for a good bounce pass down the right side.
Aren't we all, Andy? Aren't we all? Tigers looking to answer. Into the paint it goes. And the bucket good by Drew Wackel.
Wackel using the glass under control. That's a really good sign if you're a Tiger fan. Wackel getting involved early offensively. Oh, my goodness.
Long three-pointer from Carson McDonald.
And when the Mustangs were able to get by the Tigers by 13 earlier in the season, that was one of the linchpins you could take away from that game. McCool Junction was knocking down outside shots throughout.
Obig now out for Wackel. Right side three-pointer for Boats, too strong.
A good tip
Tigers control the board. Nice pass inside for Kozichek. Can't get it to go. Rebound pulled in by the Mustangs. Here comes McDonald.
Alan Wackel kept that ball live, tipped it out. Tigers unable to capitalize.
A battle for the basketball here. It will stay with the Mustangs. McDonald on the run, too strong. That was Jackson McDonald. Here come the Tigers. Boats can't hang on to it. Does corral it, though. Into the corner it goes for Obing. Now back out top for Boats. Nice feed underneath, but too strong from Wackel. That one, Alan Wackel.
Really nice passing around the basketball for the Tigers. Just unable to knock down the bunny.
Long feed, it hits the backboard. Obink with the long pass. It's stolen away temporarily, but Kozichek comes back up with it for the Tigers.
That baseline pass got caught up in the net.
Obink on the run. Gets it to go.
Hey, you got the whole rim to work with. Might as well use it all.
We've got a one-point ball game here in Lincoln. Long feed from McDonald to McDonald. Carson McDonald finds Dylan Gonnerman underneath. Back out to Carson McDonald. Into the paint it goes Jackson McDonald. Now out for a three-pointer. Buried by Jamison Weiss.
Just enough attention inside to open up some of these shooters in space out on the perimeter.
And they are making East Butler pay right now, are the Mustangs. Inside it goes Boats. Boats lays it in for two.
Boats gets that position. He knows what to do with it. Very efficient. Working his way down the left side on the block.
First quarter brought to you by Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk, where they're building a legacy one patient at a time, one generation at a time, from family practice to expert specialists. Here for you today and every day. And a bucket from Dylan Gonnerman extends McCool Junction's lead to 4.
Gonnerman there for the Mustangs. And I'll tell you what, he doesn't take a backseat to anybody with that head of lettuce.
Stolen away here by the Mustangs. Alan Wackel, Yates with the steal. And now a block, and it's taken away by Kozichek. Head of steam, draws the foul.
Just enough with the body in the open court to get himself to the foul line. I think you like this if you're a Tiger fan, pushing the tempo, trying to get the ball up the court. Lean into your athleticism.
Foul on Colby Yates. First foul of the game by either team. Kozichek can't hit the first free throw. He's averaging 60% from the line.
Head coach Matt Novak.
Novak, in his second year, has done amazing work at East Butler. As that one lips out, he's 45-7 at a program not teeming with tradition.
It's a pretty good winning percentage. Only dropping one game this season.
Mustangs with the ball and a 4-point lead. cross-court passes from McCool Junction. That one's batted away, finally corralled by Gunnar Fensel.
Yeah, you can only go over the top so many times. Defense makes a great adjustment, gets their hands up and out, tipping that pass out of there, creating the turnover.
Gunnar Fensel from a basketball family. His dad scored in the state tournament for the Tigers as that three-pointer is off from Obink. And his uncle is the all-time free throw percentage leader at East Butler, Nathan Wall. Three-pointer, no good from Jackson McDonald. The rebound out of bounds. It's going to stick with the Mustangs. Matt Novak, not a real big fan of that call as we take a look at McCool Junction head coach Jabe Wirtz. Inbounded for Carson McDonald. Jamison Weiss, who's got a three-pointer of his own tonight so far. Over left side for a three-pointer for Colby Yates. No good. Rebound hauled in by Drew Wackel.
Yep. Yates tried to work that three ball in as the defense was kind of adjusting, getting back into position. Thought he had a little bit of an opening.
Weiss picks up the foul. Tigers will set it up with Kozichek. Now Obink. Left side for a Wackel three-pointer. Drew misses. It's pulled in by Colby Yates.
Tigers having a tough time connecting from the outside right now. On the other side, Mustangs have already knocked down a couple of threes.
Yeah, 2 for 4 are the Mustangs. Meanwhile, 0 for 4 are the Tigers. Fensel doing a nice job keeping it alive, although he does throw it off the face of his teammate, Obink.
Quick hands from Yates. Ball does go out of bounds, though.
Substitutions, a lot of them from both teams here. Yeah. We've seen some depth in Class D1, both on the girls' side and the boys' side the last couple weeks.
You know, we really haven't. If you're looking at McCool Junction, that's not that deep of a roster, so everybody counts even more so as you speak to depth and being able to go up and down that roster and bring players in.
Here comes Kozichek off the glass. Good.
Yep. So good off the dribble.
2-point ball game. What really feels like it's been controlled by McCool Junction so far.
But the Tigers haven't let them go on that run and extend that lead. They've been able to keep pace and now close it within 2.
Now driving baseline is McDonald.
Yeah.
Won't get it to go, but he will get 2 free throws.
You know, that was a heck of an adjustment. Halfway through that drive, bringing it back to the center of the court, then slicing in, picking up that foul.
Foul on Boats. That's his first. It's the first against the Tigers.
Last minute words there from head coach Jabe Wirtz.
Carson McDonald misses the first free throw. Averaging just 48% at the line for a guy who can fill it up. Does struggle just a bit at the charity stripe.
Is their leading scorer. At 450 points on the season.
Misses them both. His coach says he's as good as they get in Class D1, though. Here comes Obink. He's looking for something inside. Goes for Boats, who thought about a 3. Now it's Fensel. Kicks it out. Obink for 3. Too strong. It will go off the dome of Dylan Gonnerman and stick with the Tigers.
Gonnerman's got to be ready for that. Couple substitutions coming back in for the Mustangs. Speaking of that depth that we were just talking about with McCool Junction.
35 seconds left in this very quick-moving first quarter.
Yeah, not too many dead balls. Only 3 total fouls between the two teams.
Boats into the corner for Obink. Now Fensel has it poked away. 3 on the shot clock. He does not realize it. Alan Wackel came pretty close after the buzzer.
Yeah.
From near midcourt.
Right away, Fensel saying that was on me, my bad, guys. He said his uncle has the all-time free throw percentage for the Tigers.
He sure does.
Oh, that would make Nick Ball proud. Still holds the record for most consecutive made free throws. Follow him on X, and he, of course, had to retweet that now that it's state tournament time. You can look that up in the program.
McDonald fires up the deep three. That'll end the first quarter. 2-point ball game. McCool Junction on top after a quarter of play. We're back with the second after this on News Channel Nebraska.
I spend with purpose because I bank with purpose at Liberty First Credit Union. With my Liberty Plus checking account, I can earn.
My name is Autumn Murphy. I'm from Spalding, Nebraska. God is always there for you no matter what. When I was about 5 years old, I fell down the stairs and I broke my arm. I've broke my arm 9 times since then, and I feel like God has really helped me get through that. And I just had a total reconstructive elbow transplant from a donor, and God had a perfect match for me. It's just something I'm really grateful for.
Visit with your local priest or pastor. A simple conversation can be the first step to discover the peace that comes from faith.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Wayne State College, devoted to student success for more than 100 years. And by Crotter Auto, William Crotter Company and Crotter Home Center in O'Neill, Nebraska.
Taking a look at the McCool Junction fans making a slight trip northeast. They've got the lead by 2 over East Butler after a quarter of play.
Yeah, really a hard-fought first quarter between both teams. I thought the Tigers did a really nice job adjusting and not allowing McCool Junction to go on too big of a run offensively, going stride for stride with the Stangs.
12 on the shot clock. McDonald fires up the lefty three, too strong. Rebound pulled in by Kozichek. Obink will set it up for the Tigers. Into the paint it goes. Boats, what a find from Kozichek.
See how Boats just gets position, calls for the ball over the top, receives it. No wasted motion on his way to the lay-in.
Tie ball game. Mustangs looking to answer. They started out hot, did the Mustangs.
And East Butler did a nice job just withstanding that first punch. Oh, there we go.
Well, talk about a counter punch. Gonnerman in the paint against Boats gets it to go.
The 6-foot senior goes up and over the top.
The lead back to McCool Junction. Nice feed inside, and laying it in is Drew Wackel. We got a tie game at 12. East Butler still has yet to lead.
Just fantastic job reversing the ball all the way around the perimeter. They started working the left side of the lane, come back all the way around, get something opened up on the right side.
Long three-pointer rattles in for Yates.
Going to get a quick timeout here after the deep three, but my goodness, that hit all parts of the cylinder on the way through.
Taking a look at that three. We head to break back after this on News Channel Nebraska.
At first, I was really nervous and intimidated to buy a ring.
My experience at Starter Heyman was very easy. I felt like I walked out with the ring that was going to make her go wow and say yes.
I love my ring. It is so beautiful. I get compliments on it all the time. I always tell them Starter Heyman. I love it. Yeah, we would definitely recommend Starter Heyman.
We're definitely coming back.
Sure. We have a wedding band to buy. So.
We do, yes, the wedding band, so we'll be back for that.
Starter Heyman Jewelers, downtown 12th and O, South Point Pavilions, and Grand Island.
3-point ball game. McCool Junction on top of East Butler. Taking a look at that fantastic hair from Dylan Gonerman.
He's also got that size to go with it.
Second quarter brought to you by John Henry's. Our family serving yours. Kozichek over left side, Alan Wackel. Back to Drew Wackel. Now it's Obing. Right side, Drew Wackel for three. Left is short. Rebound hauled in by Carson McDonald. He's going to take it all the way in and dump it off for Gonerman, who draws the foul, going to the line for 2 shots.
Before that ball got to half court, Carson McDonald was calling for it. Get it to me, get it to me. He wanted to attack the middle, did a fantastic job drawing the defense out away from the bigs. Gonerman now at the foul line.
First one left it short. As we take a look at that feed from McDonald, Gonerman almost got that to go.
Nice pump fake there from Gonerman. Yeah, just a little heavy off the glass.
42% free throw shooter. He sinks that one. 7 points for Gonerman, and now another steal from the Mustangs. Driving in is Yates. No good. Rebound by Fensel. We mentioned that basketball family that the Fensels come from. His cousins will be playing before you know as well. He fires up the three-pointer. Leaves it no good off to the right.
Tigers still looking to find their range from the perimeter.
Yates throws in for Gonerman. The double team forces it up. No good. And the rebound by Obing. Long pass for Fensel, who tries to leave it for Wackel. Instead, it ends up with Alan Wackel. He can't get it to go. And the rebound finally pulled in by McCool Junction. And going to be a block on the Tigers.
Yeah. Got to think we can take a little look at it, though, but Fensel's probably moving his feet there at the collision.
Jackson McDonald draws the contact, gets the foul. It's going to be on the floor.
You saw Carson McDonald. He was setting that little spin move, wraparound shot up. Draws the foul beforehand.
Carson McDonald thought about it. Now Jackson McDonald for three. My goodness.
Well, who didn't even think about it? Jackson, top of the key, deep three.
Largest lead of the game, 19-12. Nearly stolen away from Drew Wackel. Gets it back out to Kozichek.
Yeah, Wackel's got to be a little more decisive with it when he gets it inside.
He is very decisive there, going to the line for 2 shots.
That's what you like to see out of your post.
McCool foul number 25, Jay Sokup, his first personal foul, team first.
Jay Sokup, as you may have heard, picks up the foul. That's his first. Free throw rattles out from Wackel. He did not play in the district final, did Wackel. 68% free throw shooter, misses that one as well. East Butler now 0 for 4 at the free throw line tonight. McDonald to McDonald. Now stolen away by Wackel, Drew Wackel. Feeding it for Kozichek, but it's poked away by McDonald.
Back and forth we go. Tigers looks like they slid into that 1-2-2 zone. Great anticipation on the backside, stealing that last pass.
Jackson McDonald misses from the free throw line. Now a long feed for Fensel. Out it goes. Alan Wackel on the run, draws the foul, and 2 free throws.
You saw some good ball movement from East Butler, kind of bounce around inside out, open up a driving lane.
Foul goes against Jay Sokup. That's quickly his second off the bench. Free throw, good. First free throw made of the night by East Butler.
Jeez. Alan Wackel, the 6'3 senior, one of the elite scoring threats for the Tigers.
Averages just under 9. He hits both free throws. Kind of a flat delivery, but it worked.
Yeah. You can bet the Tigers will take him.
Ball batted out of bounds. Don't forget our halftime show coming up, brought to you by RMV Construction. Trusted, local, proven RMV Construction located in Kearney and Lincoln. Also brought to you by the Nebraska Farm Bureau. As Gonerman on the run can't get it to go, Drew Wackel hauls in the board.
Yep, good close out there from Drew Wackel.
Drew Wackel to Alan Wackel, and they're going to get Wackel for the walk.
Yep, the quick shuffle of the feet there before he really took off is what got him.
Checking back in for the Tigers, 52,
Big collision there.
Yeah, you know, and that's where Garmin has to tuck his chin into his body. Oh, man.
Yeah, he hit the back of his head on the floor there.
Still wincing on the other side of the court.
Mustangs swinging it around the perimeter. Yates, Weiss, Yates. Now it's Gonerman back out. Yates for three, and he hits it.
Colby Yates has been looking for his shot throughout this first half. Good to see him connect on one.
He is now 2 for 3 from the three-point line.
Yeah, and that's what supplied the difference that very first game that they played, where the Mustangs were able to give the Tigers their only loss of the season.
Fensel misses the three. You know, you look at the three-point shooting. 5 of 9 are the Mustangs. 0 of 7 are the Tigers. That is what you'd call a difference.
Yes, sir. And that was kind of the recipe to that first game.
Jackson McDonald gets to the cup. Matt Novak wanted to travel, didn't get it. It's a 10-point ball game.
Good job there cutting his drive off and just pulling up before he got into the trees.
Alan Wackel into the paint. Free throw, jumper, good. He just hit a couple free throws. Might as well do it again.
I was going to say, go back to the well, right? Where's that 15-foot line? And that was a timely bucket, too. The Tigers needed it. They needed something positive on the offensive end to happen.
Don't forget our halftime highlights coming up, brought to you by Sartor Heyman Jewelers. There should be some good ones. We're only 45 seconds away. Into the paint for Gonerman. He's able to keep possession, forces it up. It's into the bottom of the cup, though. Rebound pulled in by Obing. Here comes Fensel. Cross-court pass, Alan Wackel. Drives in, draws the contact, and a chance for 2 more free throws for Wackel.
That's a hard foul, too. Credit East Butler finding Alan Wackel, the senior, down the stretch here, close out this second half. He's definitely answered the bell as far as picking up the offense and scoring.
Hits the free throw. Now 3 of 3 at the line is Alan Wackel.
He's got that length, so when he has that high release point, it's almost like he's just kind of just throwing the ball straight over at the rim and over the top.
He's 3 of 3 at the line. The rest of the team 0 of 4. And just as I said that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Alan.
That one's on Pat.
7-point ball game, 20 seconds left in this first half. Weiss.
Okay, Tigers extending that 2-3 zone out quite a bit.
Carson McDonald with 5, fires up the three-pointer, too strong. And that will end the first half of play. McCool Junction with a strong first half. We'll take a break. Be back with halftime highlights after this on News Channel Nebraska.
When quality matters, it starts at Scotty's Ranchland Foods in Valentine. They're known for the highest quality beef, carefully aged to perfection, alongside fresh, vibrant produce, and a deli famous for fresh, never frozen fried chicken. It's quality you can see. Home of Scotty's Meat RX. Scotty's Ranchland Foods in Valentine, Nebraska. A better cut every time.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Family Physical Therapy and Sports Center, getting you back in the game. Ignite the fire and find peace. And by the Seed House in O'Neill, Nebraska, a seed for every need.
My family's been farming since the early 1900s, and it's still where we like to call home. I get to go out to the field. I get to see farmers. When they have someone that actually experienced it, they're more willing to open up and talk to you a lot more. They just kind of become a part of you.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Stop at your nearest Speedy Mart or Good to Go convenience stores today. And by The Carpet Shop, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years.
My name is Ava Stewart, and I'm from Newcastle, Nebraska. My faith is significant for me in my everyday life. And a lot of that is because my parents have raised me in my faith very well. Whether I'm giving a speech, I take a deep breath, say a prayer right before I go out, or if it's the set point in a volleyball game. It's every unique moment that I have to remind myself that God is there and that the Holy Spirit is with me.
Visit with your local priest or pastor. A simple conversation can be the first step to discover the peace that comes from faith.
Halftime here at the Devaney Center alongside my good friend Andy Klassen. I'm Pat Jansen. McCool Junction with the lead at the break, 24-17. They were firing, friend.
They really were, and they found that three-point shot from beyond the perimeter there, and that was a big advantage for them the first time these two teams met up. East Butler's got to figure out a way defensively to run them off that three-point line, find offense from somewhere else.
Let's take a look at some of the halftime highlights and how we got to this point. Going to Gonnerman underneath were the Mustangs to start things out. Gonnerman was a presence, but so was Drew Wackel for the Tigers. Then McDonald with the long three-pointer. Carson McDonald, that is. Then Weiss getting into the action for the Mustangs as well. Boats. He's clearing space underneath, getting things done. But back to Gonnerman it goes as he's able to, in traffic, get that shot. And he took some punishment in that first half as Drew Wackel once again gets things going for the Tigers. Long three-pointer from Yates as he got that to rattle it in. Then one more three-pointer. This one from Jackson McDonald from deep. And the Mustangs were firing. They made 5 of 10 from behind the arc. Meanwhile, the Tigers still looking for their first one. They're 0 of 8.
You know, and for the Mustangs, another thing of note with that three-point shooting, it hasn't been one or two guys. It's really been across the board, a balanced attack from beyond the arc for McCool Junction. So you can't just lean on one or two shooters or try to, hone in on one or two shooters defensively. Also, you kind of have that safeguard, right? If one guy goes kind of cold, well, that's okay because we had multiple guys knock down big shots in the first half.
And you look down the rest of those statistics, there aren't a lot of big differences there. Right. It's just that three-point differential there.
It does feel like a game where two teams have played each other a couple of times, and this is their third time. That rubber match on full display here at the Bob Devaney Sports Center.
This is our final game of the night. Last spot in the D1 semifinals up for grabs. We've got a lot of good games tomorrow, though. We're going to start off with Class C1, Ogallala and DC West. Then it's Ashland Greenwood and Auburn in the other C1 semifinal. A lot of people kind of predicting Ogallala and Ashland Greenwood being on a collision course. Will DC West or Auburn throw a wrench in the plans there? Then it's over to Class A, Omaha West Side, Lincoln Southwest, Bellevue West, and Papillion Lavista South. And then Class B, will get things going with Omaha Scott and Elkhorn North.
Westside almost tripped up in that opening round, had to have a dramatic comeback throughout the fourth quarter to punch their ticket to tomorrow. I'll tell you what, Lincoln Southwest had them a couple of times throughout the season on News Channel Nebraska. That guard play, the way they can shoot, share the ball, finish at the rim, it's something special. That's going to be a fun matchup to cover and watch tomorrow afternoon.
There will be a sixth game up for grabs as well that we'll have tomorrow. That has yet to be determined because Scottsbluff and Gretna East are still playing in PBA. Currently, Scottsbluff with a comfortable lead in that game. Winner of that game gets Norris. But we've still got a half to play in this one in the Devaney Center between McCool Junction and East Butler. We're going to take another break. Be back with more halftime show after this on News Channel Nebraska.
When your plumbing needs attention, trust the experts at John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electrical. No matter the size of the job, John Henry's brings extensive expertise to handle everything your home's plumbing system requires. So whether your drain is clogged, your water heater needs an upgrade, or you want to remodel your kitchen or bathroom, we're here for you. Reach out to us today and discover why, since 1996, we've proudly served families as the most reliable plumbing company in the Lincoln area. John Henry's, our family serving yours since 1996.
Our halftime show is brought to you by RMV Construction and by Nebraska Farm Bureau.
It's not just about the shoe. It's about your fit.
What sets Fleet Feet aside from everything else that we've experienced is my girls being runners. They have very different needs. And so that technology with the scanning and the personal touches is just unmatched. I met Lori almost 16 years ago, and when I saw Lori open this, I knew there was no other place that I wanted to go to have someone help me with my footwear and everything else involved with running. Fleet Feet doesn't just fit your shoes, they fit your life.
Fleet Feet Lincoln. Find your fit today.
Behind every switch you flip, innovation is at work. NPPD is using advanced technology to generate and deliver the reliable energy you've come to expect, like AI-driven platforms to optimize energy generation, drones for infrastructure inspection, advanced metering for faster outage detection, and helping advance carbon capture and sequestration technologies. It's not just electricity we are delivering, it's innovation, powering the state, empowering your life. Nebraska Public Power District.
Well, I think like many people, I just had some life events that happened. Just really felt lost, quite honestly, completely broken. And next thing I know, with how depression can settle in, I was contemplating suicide. I told God that I was sorry, that I just can't bear this anymore. Thankfully, my dog came up and started looking me in the face. And that was that spark that I needed to kind of talk myself off the ledge. So thankful that I took that split second to say something to God.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Lincoln Airport Authority. Fly easy, fly local, fly LNK. Bernard Real Estate and Auction Company in Auburn and Nebraska City. And by Larson Motors in Nebraska City. Find your new Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram today at LarsonMotorGroup.com.
We've got a half to play here in Lincoln. McCool Junction on top of East Butler. A date with Lutheran High Northeast in the semifinal in Class D1 is on the line. Our halftime show is brought to you by RMV Construction. If you have a construction project that needs built, RMV Construction is the company you need to call. RMV Construction has proudly constructed more than 50 WIC buildings across the state, including this one north of Amherst. WIC buildings are post-framed, pre-engineered metal building systems made with better materials for a better building. RMV Construction will help you expand your ag operation, create your next barn dominium, or develop commercial space by constructing a WIC building with unmatched durability, energy efficiency, and design flexibility. RMV Construction with offices in Kearney and Lincoln, trusted, local, proven.
You know, Patrick, we got some celebrities in the stands here, and we're just visited by one. Senator of District 40, Barry DeKay, swung by and said hi. And I probably wouldn't even mention him, but he's a longtime basketball referee with my father, got a 25-year plaque. So due to his presence, contributing to the state basketball tournament and a longtime basketball official across the state of Nebraska, we'll give him the nod and the tip of the cap.
Well, you can give us all the nods and tips of the cap that you want by following us on social media. I'm sure it's nothing but positive messages.
Nothing, especially on X. There's a lot of positivity. We love the comments from all you guys, but there's a lot of highlights, plays, top plays that will be shared across all of our social media handles. So be sure to give us that like, that subscribe.
You know who gets all sorts of likes, and I would subscribe to any day of the week? The third member of our crew. Let's go to him. Brandon Axelman, everybody.
Welcome back. We're getting ready for second half action. 24-17, McCool Junction leading East Butler, and talking to both head coaches, specifically for Jabe Wirtz, this is exactly the type of game he hoped would play out when they defeated East Butler. East Butler's lone loss of the season, they came out hot and were knocking down threes, and Pat and Andy, as you have talked about, the big difference in this one, 50% from downtown for McCool Junction to 0% for East Butler. 5 for 10 for McCool Junction, and the Mustangs 0 for 8 for East Butler. That is the difference. And for head coach Wirtz, he said, we're going to keep letting it fly and hope the shots keep falling. Flip side for East Butler and Matt Novak, he said, yes, the shots aren't falling, and we're going to talk to our kids about maybe looking inside a little bit more, trying to find other ways to manufacture points. But at the same time, he said, we are not going to shy away from shooting the long ball. It's all about confidence, stepping into your shot, and expect those shots to go in. So while they have not knocked down one yet, he knows the long ball will be important if East Butler wants to come out on top here in this second half. Back to you for more, guys, as we get ready for third quarter action between East Butler and McCool Junction.
Folks are jumping around, ready to go here in Lincoln. We've got 16 minutes of basketball. One of these two teams is going to be headed to the semifinals, Andy Klassen.
Yeah, a lot of great points there brought up by Brandon, talking to both coaching staffs. And we talked about at the top of the broadcast how Gabe Wirtz, head coach of the Mustangs, is trying to walk that fine line between, let it fly, play free, play flowing, but also making good decisions, taking care of that basketball each and every time down the court. I would say the Mustangs did just that in the first half. They're going to be looking to continue that here in the second.
Tigers get a chance to cut into the lead. They'll have the basketball to open up the second half. Alan Wackel will open things up. It's to Boats, who's knocked on the floor, and that's going to be a foul on Gonnerman. Good to see Gonnerman looks a little bit more lucid right now. He was in a lot of discomfort heading to the locker room after hitting his head on the floor.
Yeah, and it really bounced off the hardwood. That was just a tough scene, and he was in some obvious pain.
Some pain for East Butler as they throw the ball away.
But Gonnerman picks up that quick foul. It's only a second, but still, you don't like seeing that on the very first possession. Your big man has been doing so much work for you down low, picking up that cheap foul.
That turnover by East Butler, the sixth one of the night.
So that's not the biggest issue. It's this right here.
Nearly another three. It's off the back iron. Rebound by the Tigers. Ahead it comes Obink. Now to Kozichek, back out to Obink. Boats. Now it's Drew Wackel trying to go off the dribble, and it's going to be a foul on Weiss.
Yeah, Wackel beating the defender to the spot. Continues his drive into the defender. That's two quick fouls on the Mustangs.
See head coach Jabe Wirtz there as the shot from the free throw line, no good by Kozichek. Now it's Alan Wackel out to Boats. From the baseline, he hits.
Yeah, that ball don't lie. Boats tracks down that long rebound, gets it back, knocks down that sideline jumper, baseline jumper.
He's the leading scorer for the Tigers tonight at 6 points. As McDonald gets after it, gets his own board, does Carson McDonald.
Just put his head down, got downhill to the rim. Like you said, didn't give up on the play, tracked his own shot, his own miss, rewarded with the putback.
Drew Wackel thought about the three, now dumps it off for Alan Wackel. Across the court for a three-pointer, no good by Obink. And actually, Jackson McDonald pulls down the rebound.
See, that's not a bad take for East Butler, and you got to believe if you're a Tiger fan, those shots have to start falling.
Weiss driving in on Drew Wackel, draws the foul. That's going to be the second foul against Drew Wackel. First foul of the half against the Tigers as we look at the Lincoln Airport Authority instant replay.
Yeah, that second, maybe the third head fake is what got Wackel up in the air there.
First free throw by Weiss is good. He's now got 4 points on the evening. That was only the second. That free throw was only the second time that he's put a shot up tonight. He's made them both, a three-pointer and a free throw. And just as I say that one rattles out. It'll go back to the Tigers.
Still shooting at a high percentage there with those limited shots. Another battle for the loose ball, the rebound, of course.
8-point ball game. The largest lead in the game for the Mustangs has been 10, as there's a foul here on Carson McDonald, I believe.
That's some really good officiating there. The ball was going up high. The official's eyes was down low where the action was. Carson McDonald kind of shoving out the would-be recipient of that pass, getting caught.
Who was Kozichek. Fensel tries to throw it inside, but Weiss bats it away, and here comes Carson McDonald on the run for two, matching the Mustangs' largest lead.
That's impressive, going 100 miles an hour like that, and you see him just take his foot off the gas, soft off the glass.
Matt Novak wants a timeout. We'll take one with him. But let's watch this McDonald run out one more time. Back after this on News Channel Nebraska.
The Seed House, located in O'Neill, is your Nebraska-owned full-service seed supplier. From corn and soybeans to cover crops, grass seed, and CRP grasses, they have the full lineup to fit your operation. The Seed House also offers agronomy services, seed treatment, soil fertility guidance, and expert crop recommendations tailored to your acres. When it comes to growing success from the ground up, trust local experience. Contact Don and the crew at the Seed House, located in O'Neill, Nebraska, and plant with confidence this season.
Ann has been a long-time UBT customer. One day, she was being scammed. We secured her funds and got her set up with new accounts. I just think, if my grandma was in that situation, what would I want someone to do for her?
I hope he doesn't mind that I give him a hug, too.
East Butler with some ground to make up, trailing McCool Junction 29-19.
Okay, so you're getting a good shot of the crowd there from McCool Junction. I kind of like how there's a cohesiveness between the fans and what we're seeing on the court. We've seen whiteouts and blackouts. Good to see the black jerseys being matched by the blackout fans in the stands. The
coordination. Now, there we go.
Oh.
Like us. We're on that wavelength, Andy.
Oh, no doubt.
Obink to Drew Wackel for three. He's fouled.
Yep.
That's going to be the third foul against Sokup. And he's frustrated with himself.
That's where Josh Sokup needs to know he's behind the play there. He's not going to get there in time to really alter the shot. Lay off. Tiger can't believe it either.
Well, and considering, as the first free throw is good, considering the Tigers have yet to hit a three, you got to play that probably a little bit smarter.
Right.
Can't fault the effort from Jay Sokup, though. He's provided some good energy off the bench.
Well, they're going to call him again. His number will be called before this one's over.
Gonnerman's back in for him as Wackel goes 2 for 3 at the line. 8-point ball game. East Butler has yet to lead. In for Connerman. Out for Yates. Off the pump fake, drives and scores.
Really nice job reversing the ball, finding that crease in the zone. Yates elevates.
Matches the largest lead for the Mustangs. Into the paint it goes. Drew Wackel spins, can't get it to go. Alan Wackel gets his hands on it. It goes out of bounds. It looked like potentially off him or a foul. Instead, it's just ruled off of McCool Junction.
There's a battle for each and every loose ball, each and every rebound. We expected that going in.
Absolutely.
Oh,
nice feed inside for Obink.
Yep.
Alan Wackel finds him, and they find each other for a 5.
Obink doing a really good job just kind of sneaking in there behind the defense.
McCool Junction looking to keep the Tigers at bay. Out it goes Weiss for 3. He hits. Weiss now 2 for 2 from beyond the arc.
Just a really nice balance here from McCool Junction. Working the ball inside, kicking it out. We've seen them utilize the dribble drive, get downhill. Like I said, just a balance to their offense attack right now, causing problems for the Tigers of East Butler.
Largest lead of the game as Wackel misses that one. But Kozishek there to clean it up for the Tigers. It's back to a 9-point ball game.
An excellent offensive rebound. I thought Weiss did a nice job not committing a foul, as Kozishek had position.
McDonald. Carson McDonald misses. Obink pulls down the board and draws the foul.
Even after the rebound is secured, you still see a battle for the ball.
Boats is set to come back in for the Tigers. You see him right there as Obink, again, the guy who shattered the backboard in a preseason game earlier this year. Well, actually, late 2025. He hits the first free throw. Teams had to play with 1 goal in that game. Sort of like a make-it-take-it kind of thing.
Yeah, like a 3-on-3 type of a tournament scenario.
Yeah. Lefty buries both of those. Down to a 7-point ball game. Jackson McDonald out to Carson McDonald. Now it's with Yates. Contact, now foul. It's going to go against East Butler. That was on Alan Wackel.
You know, I really like the idea there from East Butler. Deny that pass to the top of the key, because when that ball gets inside in that zone, that's when you start to see that defense collapse. Just a little too aggressive, denying that entry pass.
Mustangs go with Jackson McDonald. Now for Gonnerman. Forces up the shot, but draws the foul. Going to be 2 free throws for Gonnerman.
You know, beyond his hair, which
you're a fan.
A+, right? The patience rate here on that last play. Power dribble, backs up a little bit, gives himself a better angle, draws the foul.
First free throw clangs out. Gonnerman now 1 of 3 at the line tonight. He's got 7 points on the game. Banks and rolls that one in.
Okay. Extends the lead to 8. You know, just like I was saying last game, Meade couldn't be up enough on the Eagles of Northeast. Feel the same way here about McCool Junction. That lead cannot be great enough against East Butler and the way they can score.
Out of bounds off Gonnerman. If you are East Butler trying to find a rhythm, how do you do so, Andy?
Lean on their athleticism. We saw them at times just get out in the open court, let the athletes eat. We try and get back to that.
Boats nearly has it stolen away. Drew Wackel gets it. There's 10 on the shot clock. Obing fires up the three. Won't go.
Boy, now his rhythm, that looked good.
0 for 11 are the Tigers from behind the arc.
And that number just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Nice pass from McDonald to Gonnerman. It's back to a 10-point game.
He gives you that little no-look action and also a little ball fake there just to move the defense off the spot just a little bit.
Boats biding his time, can't get it to go. Alan Wackel does with the putback.
Good job cleaning it up. Boats able to get to the rim once again.
Carson McDonald into Jackson McDonald. The elbow shot no good. Nice box out from Boats. Here come the Tigers with Alan Wackel. Boats throws underneath for Kozichek. Nice feed and a nice bucket.
What in the heck doesn't Boats do for the Tigers? Beautiful entry pass.
He's really a fantastic passer from the post.
He is. That time from the backcourt.
Thrown away. It's to Alan Wackel. Lays it in for two.
Using his body to shield away the defender. And here's that run we were talking about. The Tigers closing the gap as we close out this third quarter.
Big moment for both teams here. It's down to a 4-point ball game. Jackson McDonald misfires. Rebound pulled in by the Tigers. Here comes Obing. He was looking for Kozichek, but it's bounced away.
Still think you're okay with that if you're East Butler trying to push the tempo there. Something they're so good at, something they're known for. And they're on a little bit of a run here. Press down on that accelerator.
Obing in for Drew Wackel. Drives baseline. Out for Fensel for three. He buries the first three-pointer of the game for the Tigers.
And what a big three it was off the inbound. Pass, swish.
His uncle's dad was the coach the last time that the Tigers were at state. He's got basketball in his veins.
Say the bloodlines run deep at East Butler.
Carson McDonald working on Fensel. Gets into the paint. It's stolen away. And that will end the third quarter. It wouldn't have counted, but it came awfully close. We've got ourselves a game, Andy Klassen. 1-point contest. We're heading to the fourth quarter after this on News Channel Nebraska.
At Nebraska Orthopedic Center, they provide comprehensive orthopedic health care. Their physicians are highly skilled in all areas of orthopedic and sports medicine, including spine surgery, foot and ankle, hand and upper extremities, fracture care, and total joint replacement. Their expertise includes the medical management of injuries through physical and rehabilitative methods or surgical intervention. To schedule an appointment or to learn more about Nebraska Orthopedic Center and their family of 25 physicians, go online to nebraskaortho.com. That's nebraskaortho.com. Nebraska Orthopedic Center is your healing destination.
East Butler working their way back into the game. First there with Obing, then Alan Wackel going coast to coast. Then the big three-pointer from the little man, Gunnar Fensel. Gunnar, the apt name for him, the first person to make a three-pointer for East Butler tonight, and it came in a big moment off the bench.
Yeah, and the Tigers got back to what they're good at. Defense, turning to offense, scoring in the open court, working the ball around, finding Gunnar Fensel, who's beginning to heat up from beyond that three-point line.
We saw Lutheran High Northeast come back from 14 down in the previous game. East Butler has been down by as many as 11, but a 9-0 run here has them within a point going into the fourth quarter. Carson McDonald, you got to figure it's going to start with him if the Mustangs get back going again. Jackson McDonald left it short. Here comes Fensel. Looking for the lob, and the first lead of the game for the Tigers off the Kozichek bucket.
There it is. Tigers getting out in that open court and causing another turnover on D.
Here comes Obink. Kozichek in the corner. Top for Alan Wackel. Spinning in. Shot. No good. Rebound pulled in by Yates.
I'm okay with that take, though. He's more than capable of knocking that down.
Jackson McDonald in for Gonerman. Back out to Jackson McDonald. It's Yates at the top. Into the paint, Gonerman. Against two defenders, gets it to go. The lead is short-lived for the Tigers. Back to the Mustangs it goes.
Used his buddy Jamison Weiss for a little bit of a screen there against those multiple defenders you mentioned.
Out for Drew Wackel. He buries the three. Just like that, East Butler's on fire.
Momentum's like the wind, hard to control once it begins.
2-point lead, the largest of the game for East Butler.
And now you're seeing multiple guys knock down shots from long range.
Carson McDonald in the paint, out for Yates. Driving baseline off the glass, good.
That's a big-time play right there for Colby Yates. Pump fakes it through. We know he's more than capable of draining that three. Gets to the rack.
Fourth quarter sponsored by National Land Realty. Find land for sale at nationalland.com. Drew Wackel thought about it again. Now it goes out for Obink on the right corner. Tight defense here. Now Obink fires the three. He left it short. That was on target, though.
McCool Junction getting back into their man-to-man defense. Doing a nice job boxing out after the shot.
McCool Junction wants a timeout. What do you say we take one with them? I need a break. Back with more basketball after this on News Channel Nebraska.
My name's Elizabeth Gazer. My grandma's brother had liver cancer, and he was praying that God would help him get through this hard time, and we were told that he was not going to last very long, and so instead of doing our family game night, we decided to do the rosary, and he passed away while we were saying the rosary. I was so happy that God was able to give us that time to pray for him.
Visit with your local priest or pastor. A simple conversation can be the first step to discover the peace that comes from faith.
Big ideas, bold graphics, quality products you're proud to wear. That is Custom Sports. Custom Sports, custom graphics, quality products, and timely service you can count on.
Momentum right now in favor of East Butler. They've battled back from 11 down, but once they finally got the lead, McCool Junction, they've gone back to work too.
Yep, answered right back. Colby Yates with that beautiful drive down the baseline. Now we're getting into that heavyweight bout that we kind of expected to see.
Jackson McDonald can't rattle it in, but rebound controlled by Yates.
Able to sneak in there and kick it out in a hurry, get the ball away from harm.
Carson McDonald.
Plenty of time on the shot clock.
Bensel has done a pretty nice job on him. You can tell he wants to take him on the dribble. Yates to Soka. Cross court. Weiss has it with 4 on the shot clock. Carson McDonald on the run. Gets it to go.
Oh, are you kidding me? That was beautiful defense for what did you say, 34 seconds?
Yeah. May have actually been 35. It was in the air when the buzzer went.
Oh, man.
Obink. Out to the top for Kozichek. Drew Wackel trying to work on Sokup. Shot won't go. Putback attempt won't go either, but Kozichek's going to the line for 2.
Yeah, Kozichek is doing a little bit, or you could say a lot of bit of everything right now for the Tigers. Making shots, rebounding.
That's what we said in pregame. That's what he does. First free throw rattles out. Don't forget to stay tuned for our postgame, brought to you by Custom Sports. Kozichek left that one short. Rebound hauled in by Yates. The little guard has come up big on some rebounds tonight.
Really has. It looked like East Butler was going to get that offensive board.
Yates in the corner. Right side, Carson McDonald. On the dribble. Gets there, but can't get the shot up cleanly. Now here comes Obink. Cross court for Fensel. He wants another. Won't go. He has made some big plays off the bench. Nearly got another. Jackson McDonald. Jump stop. He's fouled by Drew Wackel. That's going to be his third.
So good with that jump stop. Almost a lost art in today's game.
Jackson McDonald almost single-handedly keeping it alive. Yeah, it's almost been replaced by the Euro step. Hits the first.
Well, it hasn't been lost with Jackson McDonald. That last highlight shows you that.
6 points now for McDonald. Give him 7. He goes 2 for 2 from the line. 5 of 10 are the Mustangs from the charity stripe. Here come the Tigers, suddenly trailing by 4 again.
5-second call?
5-second call on Obink. And guess who was defending him? That was Yates.
How big has Colby Yates been? Not only scoring offensively, especially when the Mustangs needed it, had that scoring drought. He kind of got the scoring going again. But his rebounds, causing turnovers, causing all sorts of problems for the East Butler Tigers.
Yates, Jackson McDonald, and Jamison Weiss are all sophomores. That is a scary proposition for Class D1. Carson McDonald is fouled, heading toward the basket. Don't forget to stick around for our player of the game, brought to you by Nebraska Orthopedic Center, your healing destination. Jackson McDonald, Carson McDonald, three-pointer too strong, but Yates is there to clean it up.
Oh, are you kidding me? Really like the play design there as he had the wide frame of Gorman setting the initial screen, just a wide shot. Yates there to clean it up.
Drew Wackel backing his man down and gets 2 to keep the Tigers still in it.
Quick timeout there from head coach Matt Novak. He wants to talk things over.
We're going to keep it here during the break. You know, there's just so much energy spent when you're down double digits trying to come back. It's really, really hard to get over that hump sometimes. But here they are, still lingering are the Tigers.
Yeah, they're not out of this one whatsoever. And the way that they can score in droves, in waves, that's going to keep them in this one. But yes, under 3 minutes to go here, those possessions, they're starting to be numbered as we go down the stretch.
Can't say enough about kind of some of the unexpected heroes so far in this game. Colby Yates has been huge as a sophomore for the Mustangs. And then you got to look at Gunnar Fensel. Made plays, including that first three-pointer and then some steals after that. Both guys just not exactly big, but keeping their teams in this game.
And in the stat sheet, you know, that three from Fensel is only worth 3 points, but it felt so much bigger than that. And then we saw a number of other players get their scoring going. You saw that offensive rhythm, and it felt like it was kind of spurred or kick-started by Gunnar Fensel knocking down that first 3 of the game for the Tigers.
Kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Mustangs. 2:29 left to determine who's headed to the semifinals. Although we could have extra. We got a couple games today. Yates buries it. My goodness. Colby Yates, have yourself a game.
Number 10 has had the answer here tonight. Oh, what a huge shot.
From the corner, just nailed it. Nearly gets a steal. Alan Wackel says, I'll take that all the way to the basket.
Yep, defense got a little out of position there. Wackel with those long strides, able to capitalize.
5-point game, under 2 to play. Another steal here from Obink. Obink all the way to the basket, won't go. And he is limping after that play. He hit the stanchion. And now a foul on Kozichek. Ooh, this does not look good for Obink.
He's in some pain. Yeah, that open court foul there. And Kozichek's almost a good thing that allows maybe a substitution to happen here for Obink. Or for him to kind of regather himself. He's not going to get a sub.
I think, yeah, it's going to be regather.
Yep.
Got to wonder if McCool Junction takes advantage. Connerman can't get it to go, but the rebound controlled by the Mustangs. Nice feed. But it's blocked. And now we've got a scramble for the basketball. Tie up, it'll go to the Tigers. That was Obink who got the block.
Wow.
After being hurt.
You want to talk about some true grit. And he goes right back to nursing his ankle after the block.
He is in a lot of pain. Bensel. We're coming at a minute to play.
Don't need a three here. You do not need a three.
15 on the shot clock. 50 to play. A lot of time on this possession for the Tigers. Bensel fires another three. That won't go. Rebound by McDonald. You know, Mustang fans are feeling good.
Yeah. And, you know, I want to clarify there, Pat. I'm saying you don't need a three, but if you get a good-looking three and it's Bensel, take it, right? Take a good look if you can get it.
And that was a pretty clean look for him.
Yeah.
Weiss fouled. He's going to go to the line for 2 free throws. Probably not, if you're an East Butler fan, exactly who you'd want to send to the line.
Yeah, Bensel well aware, getting over there and picking up that foul in a hurry.
Problem is there are actually a decent amount of good free throw shooters for McCool Junction. Yates, the McDonald's.
Call that the shooter's roll, catches the front of the iron, that rotation, carries it up and over and through.
Now 8 points for Weiss.
Hey, you got fouls to give.
6-point lead for the Mustangs.
You mentioned the long possession last time for East Butler. They do not have that luxury any longer. It's got to happen in a hurry here.
3-possession ball game after a couple big free throws from Jamison Weiss to keep it here during the timeout.
Yeah, how about those free throws for Weiss? Another one of those super sophomores you were talking about.
You know, I got to imagine Jay Wertz is feeling pretty optimistic about the future of his program. He does lose Gonnerman and Carson McDonald next year, and they've both had great games. He loses Jay Sokup as well, but otherwise, you've got those 3 sophomores. You've got Brayton Clark, who's done well this season off the bench.
Yeah, bright future. You got to think for the Mustangs, but I also think head coach Wertz, he's only thinking 33.3 seconds into the future right now. You mentioned Sokup, the senior. He has entered back into this game. So a couple defensive substitutions for McCool Junction down the stretch.
You mentioned the need for speed here for East Butler. Fensel will bring it up for the Tigers. Feed for Obing.
Oh. And the quick timeout for East Butler. Beautiful play design. Catching Obing on his way to the rim. Nice pass back into the lane.
A lot of contact at the end of that play, and Obing, who was nursing the lower leg injury, came up wincing once again. We see that right here. Got to imagine if East Butler is able to pull off a comeback, I don't know how great he'll feel for overtime, and I definitely don't know how great he'll feel tomorrow if they're playing a semifinal. I mean, I'm sure he'd feel glad about it, but he looks worse for the wear at the moment.
Regardless, I think he's going to get some ice on it here tonight. Okay, so 2-possession game, 5-point game. You know, plenty of time here for East Butler if they can get that quick foul and a little bit of help on the other side. McCool Junction maybe missing a free throw or two, helping them out. Who knows?
5-point ball game. So if you are Matt Novak here, what's the message in the huddle?
I want a quick foul. I want to extend this game as much as I can. Some coaches might want to get that 10-second call. I just don't think there's a high probability. You have too many guards, capable guards in McCool Junction that can advance that ball across the half-court line. So I want to foul quick, extend the game.
What about Jay Wirtz? What's he telling his team?
Take care of the ball, make your free throws.
Fair enough, fair enough. Quick foul. And that'll be Jackson McDonald. If you're looking for a McDonald to foul, that's not the one. Once the time comes for free throws, and indeed it is.
It is, yeah. That's the 6th foul, isn't it, of the half or the quarter?
So Jackson McDonald,
there he
is the shooter.
Referee Larry Wells bringing the ball up to court.
Jackson shooting at 80% on the season. His older brother, Carson McDonald, just 48%. They're both good shooters, but Jackson is the free throw shooter. He hits the first.
Carson just needs that live action look. This is the big one right here.
This would make it a 3-possession ball game. And it doesn't. Rebound by Drew Wackel. Still some life for the Tigers. Kozichek buries the 3. We've got a 1-possession ball game.
And I know the word was don't foul, don't foul. That was a hurried up 3, but you got to get a hand in the face, right?
My goodness. Let's take another quick break. But before we do, let's look at that Kozichek 3.
It was contested. Carson McDonald got out on him. Just ice water, right?
Back in a second on News Channel Nebraska.
From the heart of Nebraska to across the state, RMV Construction is building more than just structures. We're building trust. RMV Construction has grown from humble beginnings to become a trusted name across central Nebraska and beyond. With unmatched craftsmanship, cutting-edge innovation, and an unwavering commitment to customer satisfaction, we deliver projects on time, on budget, and above expectations. Trusted, local, proven. RMV Construction in Kearney and Lincoln. Let's build your vision together.
East Butler has watched a lot of horror movies with killers that won't die, because that is what they are right now. Hanging in. It's a 3-point ball game with 13 seconds to go.
Dead ball allows for the full court pressure to be installed.
And this will be Carson McDonald fouled. Mentioned, again, he and Jackson McDonald, both very good shooters in the game, but Carson McDonald has struggled from the free throw line a little bit at 48% on the season.
Now you're going to see some offense for defense substitutions here for East Butler. Boats is going to check back in. He can pull the trigger on a 3 ball as well.
Carson McDonald hits the first of two. He had missed his previous free throws on the evening. He was 0 for 2, but hits that, and that makes it a two-possession game. What a massive free throw from the senior.
That was huge.
That one misses. Rebound Kozichek. Up the floor, fires the shot, no good, and the rebound hauled in by none other than Colby Yates, who has had such a massive game tonight.
Patrick, that gives him a double-double. 15 points, 10 rebounds. Fitting that he gets a shot here to kind of close things out, shooting free throws with just 4 seconds left. What a game for Colby Yates. And you can see him on the foul line, though. He's not the biggest guy. He's not the most physical guy, especially in a game like this, right? All these big bodies, big post presence for both teams. Still able to fight, battle. He's the leading rebounder right now for McCool Junction out there.
Leading rebounder for the game. We've seen a few double-doubles today. 16 and 10 for Colby Yates.
You know, much like we talked about the three ball from Fensel, his three balls right here. Oh!
And the rebound to shore it up. McCool Junction heading to the semifinals. Mustangs march on. They fight off the comeback from East Butler, and they will be playing tomorrow.
Got to feel pretty good for the Mustangs. They did just enough defensively to hold on to this one and really had contributions across the board. The players we mentioned in the pregame all came out and shined here at the Bob Devaney Sports Center.
We've got postgame coming up. Interviews with coach and player of the game. Back after this on News Channel Nebraska.
My grandpa, he had to have heart surgery, but his kidneys weren't strong enough for it, so they put him on hospice. Anyway, it was like a couple of weeks and nothing was happening, and so we went back and just somehow his kidneys were stronger, and so they went ahead with the heart surgery, and I'm really grateful for it all because it brought all my family back, and it was definitely a miraculous situation.
Visit with your local priest or pastor. A simple conversation can be the first step to discover the peace that comes from faith.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Western Oil. Make your first and last stop to and from the game at your nearest Speedy Mart or Good to Go convenience stores today. Bank of the Valley, together we go further. And by Scotty's Ranchland Foods, Highway 20 in Valentine, Nebraska.
More than 1,900. Yes, our general surgeons, including Dr. Ryan Gary in Norfolk, performed more than 1,900 colonoscopies last year, helping to keep our community healthy. A colonoscopy is a simple, safe, quick, painless, and one of the most effective ways to prevent colon cancer. If you're age 45 or have a family history, it's time to schedule. Call the Yankton Medical Clinic Norfolk office at 402-844-8110. Colonoscopy screenings are one more way the Yankton Medical Clinic Norfolk location offers so much care, so close to home.
Hi, this is Misty. Here at Family Physical Therapy, we strive to go beyond your symptoms, ensuring you have access to quality, individualized care. We offer physical, occupational, and speech therapy. Family Physical Therapy has an excellent staff that cares about our patients' success. Whether you're suffering from a sports injury, a stroke, or working to improve balance and coordination, Family Physical Therapy is here to help. When you're here, you're family. Visit us at one of our many Nebraska locations today.
55-50. McCool Junction comes out on top of East Butler. They're heading back to the semis. Jay Bortz with me, Coach. You apparently are East Butler's kryptonite. Their only 2 losses of the season come to you. What is the secret? How are you able to do it not only earlier this season, but specifically tonight?
It's teamwork. That's the big thing. You know, with this group, they're such a great group to coach because they play for each other and they play so well together. it's always a different guy stepping up every night for us. And so, yeah, like that's what makes us tough to guard, in my opinion, is, you know, you got a guy like Colby Yates who has big shots. You got the McDonald brothers. You got Jamison Weiss flying around. And you got our post presence that's improved dramatically from, well, Papius Kachina was a stud, but our 2 posts that returned have gotten a lot better inside for us too. So
at halftime you said, we know a 7-point lead's not safe. They go on a 9-0 run to end the third, score the first 2 points of the fourth. What was said between that third and fourth quarter break to keep your guys focused?
Just go win it despite my coaching. I mean, those guys, our guys played amazing, and I kind of left them out to dry there. And, you know, I probably could use a timeout, but sometimes, like, you know your group, and we just got to play with a little bit more effort in those moments, and I don't want to bail them out. And so, no, I didn't really say anything. Just go win and find a way to win, and they definitely did down the stretch for us. So,
first time back-to-back coming to state since World War II, 1920, as a program. Well, now you're making history because this is the first time ever you've gone back-to-back semifinals. The job clearly not done, but how you feeling about setting history?
It's just great. It's a product of all the hard work our kids have put in the summers, and it validates a lot of the things we're doing. And it's really hard to be successful in anything, and especially in a game of basketball, with some smaller guys. We're undersized in every game almost that we play, and our guys just continue to fight, scratch, claw, and we have a lot of winners in our locker room, and that's what makes me so proud. It validates all their hard work.
Well, lastly, before we let you go, you alluded to Colby Yates, just a sophomore, stepping up tonight. What can you say that he offers this program?
Him and so many of his teammates, they're gym rats, you know. This, again, is a testament to his hard work. He spends so much time in the gym when nobody else is there. He's an extremely hardworking kid, and I'm just so proud of him and all the effort that he's put in.
Implement is your
So in
local
big moments
authorized
like
John
this,
Deere
you just
dealer.
trust his training,
Landmark's
and he
training
does what he does. He's a stud.
Coach, thank you for the time. We'll bring him in next. Best of luck the rest of the way. Here is the sophomore Colby Yates, double-double, 16 points, 11 boards. Most importantly, his team is going on to the semis for the second consecutive year. Colby, how'd you do it? What was working for you?
Just our offense. Coach put in a new offense, which I think helped us a lot, and just team effort was really good in that last half, or just the whole game.
Talking about offense, but defensively, you're the only team to beat East Butler, and the 2 times you beat them, you've caused 3-point shooting problems for them. Can you speak to this team's defensive effort and intensity and what you put out there on the court tonight?
We just really wanted to be aggressive and just play really good defense, because last time, you know, we lost and that really disappointed us. So we really wanted to be aggressive this time, because last time when you lost, we just thought we weren't as aggressive and stuff, which led us to a big win.
Well, can you take me to that moment you were on the free throw line? The win pretty much sealed up, especially after you knocked him down. What were you thinking? What was going through your head at that point?
Excited. I was really excited. And, yeah.
Can you expand on your excitement as you now have become the first team in McCool Junction history to go to back-to-back semis? What does that mean?
A lot. I mean, it means a lot. Since we haven't been doing this for a long time. I mean, last year we made it, but those past years that we haven't been here felt like a success that we made it here for back-to-back years.
Colby, good luck. Keep it going.
Thank you.
That is Colby Yates, our player of the game. 16 points, 11 rebounds. McCool Junction making history. They are heading back to the semifinals for the second year in a row with a 55-50 victory over East Butler. Stay with us. We will wrap things up from the Devaney shortly. That is Game 6 from Thursday. More coming up in our postgame.
In the heart of every community, caring comes naturally. At Nebraska Farm Bureau Health Plans, we are your neighbors, your friends, and partners in health. We believe everyone deserves the very best care tailored to your unique needs. Become a valued member of our family, and we'll take care of you and yours. Together, we care. Together, we grow. Together, we thrive. Nebraska Farm Bureau Health Plans. Plan on us.
NCN Sports is brought to you by William Crowder Company and Crowder Home Center in O'Neill, Nebraska. And by Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
My family's been farming since the early 1900s, and it's still where we like to call home. I get to go out to the field. I get to see farmers. When they have someone that actually experienced it, they're more willing to open up and talk to you a lot more. They just kind of become a part of you.
McCool Junction headed to the semifinals once again. They got there last year, but they are looking to reach their first state championship game since winning it all in 1985. They did so, though, by surviving a little bit of a scare against East Butler. The Tigers got down 11, but were able to come back and take the lead. But McCool Junction takes those haymakers and advances to the semifinals. Let's take a look at the highlights from tonight's game. Class D1 quarterfinals, East Butler and McCool Junction. McCool Junction was the only team to have beaten East Butler this season, but they needed to do it again to get into the semifinals. We start in the first quarter. 3-pointers on the way. This one from Carson McDonald, firing from deep. Then another one, this one from Weiss over in the corner. Boats in the paint, clearing space and getting two for the Tigers, keeping them in the ball game. To the second quarter we go. In the paint it goes for Drew Wackel, getting good position and laying it off the glass. Then a 3-pointer. This one from Yates. Colby Yates was on fire on Thursday night. Then another 3-pointer, this one from Jackson McDonald. To the third quarter we go. Nice find as Obink collects from Alan Wackel. Then another 3-pointer from Weiss. He didn't take a lot of shots, but he nailed the ones that he got. To the fourth quarter we go. Gunnar Fensel with the nice find as he finds Kozichek. Then Yates once again, this time off the glass. And one more 3-pointer. Yates in a huge moment helping seal the game for the Mustangs, and McCool Junction feeling it as they head to the semifinals to take on Lutheran High Northeast. Let's take a look at our